Miss Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with Before You Go. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up so you don't miss the next time I upload, go live, or have a short little message to tell you. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I have your messages for today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your Friday's message. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. As well, if you want to get your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. And if you would like to become a member, memberships are also available in the description below as well. If you are so inclined, may you hit that heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube. And as well as, if you don't mind, if you want to super chat the live, super chats are always available while we are live as well. And I also thank you guys for joining me. New people, if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. I see ya. I see ya. I see all of the new folks and the existence as well. Thank you guys for being a part of the collective energy. Even if it's your first time visiting me, I appreciate you stopping in, spending a little bit of your time with me. Okay, spending a little bit of your time with me. Somebody's getting caught here with the camera. Somebody made a poor choice here and feeling blocked about the choice and restrained from a situation or circumstance when it comes to a choice. Who in the world are you? I don't know who you are. Are you know who they are? I don't know. They might have changed on you. They might not is who they used to be. That the love is maybe not what it used to be. Yeah, this journey has changed with 15 here. Somebody changed up on you. Yeah, something was unexpected within expected in reverse. Somebody could be expecting a new baby or have already expected the baby, got the baby. Somebody expected something else to be an outcome, but it wasn't. Something changed. Something unspoken was changed here. Something that they didn't see coming. That's what that said to me. Something spoken. Yeah, something about your higher self. Something about you woke up. Something that they traveled against with GPS here. Say traveled against the grain here too. Yeah, they traveled against the grain here when it came to a situation or circumstance with being a fool. A doggone fool here with the dog. Yep. And then also when they came to them being awoken to something, a dead fish or a fish out of water, happy times and great and enjoying something. But the Chester cat ain't happy about you to communicate that to set that's how you set this course with 22. 822 might resonate with somebody. July 22nd might resonate with somebody. You could be a Cancer, Leo cusp, or you could be a Leo Virgo cusp. Virgo with Libra cusp. Libra Scorpio cusp. Pure pain. Somebody's not liking the way that something has felt. Aquarius Pisces cusp. 28, something was ended in deception. Mercury retrograde currently. Energy. Current energy. Current energy, Mercury. Delays, problems, interruptions with transportation and communication. Something about a choice that they wish they had never made. And they wish they wasn't immature about a situation or a circumstance. Irresponsible is what I just heard. Somebody was irresponsible with the Five of Cups. They crying over what they lost here. Five of Cups. When it comes to they mock your when they feel jealous toward you. So they felt jealous toward you that you were succeeding without them. Something energy here with the haters here. When it came to them being envious of your career and your money that you make, they were jealous of that. Third party energy. Your copycat, your person, ex-person, somebody that's on your mind thinking about it, family, friend, a colleague, co-worker, positioning. Yeah, amethyst here when it comes to your protection, controlling the spiritual energy here. Someone they wanted to control your mind here when it came to a vampire energy. That should jump right out. Successively demanding your attention and your emotion or support here. When it came to a comfort zone here, they was real comfortable with you here. Where they wasn't comfortable with others, with finance, their money problems. Competition in reverse. They didn't want you to know that there was others here, that they were happy. Happiness haters here too. Happy times they were spending time with. When it came to tapping in, they tap into your intuition. When you tapped into your own self, you felt the pressure, you felt the energy, and it caused you pain with purifying pain. When it came to an identity renewal, you changed up. You changed up. You changed up is what I just heard. You changed up. You changed up. You changed up. Somebody changed up on you too. And that's why you changed up when it came to a trickster spirit. Hit the floor. I don't know where it went. Oh, trickster spirit. I was just told to tell you that stealing your ideas and pretending that they invented them was something that they were doing when it came to expected. They expected you to chase. They expected to waste your time. They expected for you to have delays. They expected to for you to miss an opportunity here. When it comes to who's this trickster? Sudden loss of memory and things end up missing. Somebody playing games with your keys and shit. You know what I mean? Some childish, immature, petty bastard here. Excuse my language. Somebody that wanted you to work for them or put the work in, toil and labor. Somebody in a distance from you right now with GPS and also distant horizon. Tell me some more about that energy. Somebody that's having money problems or material things or unsuccessful with the material things that they went after with the finances here and choices in between the lines. They want me to see that there's a hidden meaning. Beg, speculate, and inflict something here when it came to a trickster energy. Sudden thing, suddenly, life has no meaning to me when it comes to change. Yeah, things change when you no longer is in the picture when it comes to thoughts of you. 16 and 9 energy. 6-9 energy manifesting your back, but when it comes to a lover, some kind of message of concerns, they're in a despair when it comes to SOS in a courtship. They want help to get out. Somebody. Yeah, they want help. Scream for help is what I just heard. They need they need something. Something like fuel is what I just heard. Like they need to date. It's so toxic with the vampire energy. They going bald for your energy right now. We're going bald on the turtle. It was slow and steady at one point. How much they needed it, but now it's almost like an urgency. How much they need your energy. The heart of a woman is what I just heard. The heart of a woman voiced summer. Okay, corrupt psychiatrist or psychiatric hospital. So some kind of corrupt psychiatric. Ain't no way. Age gracefully. Um, Something young. They thought they could control your destiny here. Don't leave nothing on your porch. Porch bandits here. Energy. They thought they could control your destiny and don't leave nothing on your porch. Party ain't a party queen. Petty out here. And then the heart of a woman in the summer. Anything else I'm supposed to be telling you? Non-consensual sex encounters here when it comes to drug, then butcher, organ harvester, trafficker. Story 11 months ago, and with an operator. I was appalled by the fact that she was cheating. So they lied and said you were cheating. Somebody with a name, surname, dating back, family name, generation to generation, surname except last name, transport, maiden name, given name by parent, rarely changed by our children. This is also cheating on purpose in this energy. Under critical victimology, muscle gel active. Well, this was some kind of a dismissive energy as well. Associative dismissive energy when it came, so it's finished, it was done. Never let anybody make you feel you are a nobody. that you will always feel count. Your feelings count. Your worth counts. Your life has meaning, ultimate significance in its energy when it comes to a bad investment and going down on somebody or them going down on you. Radio, telescope here, large antenna, radio waves, non-visible to the human eye, to an ordinary optical telescope. When it comes to that energy here, and cheating on purpose, was appalled by the fact that she was cheating, or he or she. It doesn't matter. Energy is fluid. Time is an illusion. Few more messages, and then I will say I'll move forward from there. So that's what's the concern. 2 months in, men are so dangerous and scary. I wish I was lying. So somebody 2 weeks later, on the new week later, something about Air Force regulations. Something about a hydroplane. Somebody my car, my hydroplane, driving too fast in the rain. Something about tired, cranky, and unwell, and spiritually drained. Somebody moody. Something I got off. Gotta watch them. People that can never be alone. Relatable energy of a vampire. Codependency, usually because they fear facing themselves. Savannah, gray winds. Stop trusting y'all neighbors. Unalive. Stole her baby over a $20 so address, apartment 5. The streets don't love nobody under false hope. And when it comes to sometimes my business ain't your business in this energy. When it comes to the health department and the CDC, health disease of control. When it comes for the time for a good time, trying not to be addicted to you is somebody in this energy. They're trying not to be addicted to you, so they're getting themselves entangled with third parties and called copycats. When I show up and he wasn't the guy initially met, but swore he was. NYC opioid drug relentless cycle 4 months ago. Never wonder about AMFR. Why did I get invited? Why didn't you get invited? Was because they didn't want you to come. Saint Alphonsus Regional Hospital when it comes to commitment under border control. The patrol here under Arabic Saba, Sheba, Mecca King of Glory, King Solomon with lots of questions to the Judaism, Acts 8 and 27, Kings 10, 1 through 13, in the book of Hebrews, Second Corinthians, Chronicles 9 through 1 and 12, something about the Ethiopian Yemi. Okay, I don't know about that. That's what they said. He's showing you he don't care. Um, Paul 1 through verse 1 and 10, Galatians. Children are a factor in this energy. So something, a pregnancy, expecting a pregnancy, forest, plant a field of corn, clearing the field. Somebody got a harvest that they about to clear the field with corn on it. The wrong turn just got wronger. So somebody that made a wrong decision, to take a wrong choice or a wrong thing here with the message of concern, they said this is a wrong turn, and the wrong turn just got wronger. Okay, I don't know what that means. That means something for somebody. I'll give you a few more. Paint the town red here. When it comes to causes of itchy butt, gonorrhea, herpes, anal herpes, hemorrhoids, anal warts, HPV, and some kind of something culprit. A commitment fee forever. You so unbothered, you know you're protected. It's a Game Boy under a viral mass energy. Under extreme baggage. Somebody got some extreme baggage coming back. You take criticism too personally here. Judicious, exercising sound judgment. Maintaining contact with your exes. Somebody wants to get in contact with you. That's your ex. Can we trust genital? Oh, what is that? Oh, generative AI like Chat GPT make up stories or hallucinate all the time. So something about he's hallucinating, exaggerating, paranoia, schizophrenic energy when it comes to a Sagittarius, playful, annoyed you, like a middle school crush. They somebody liked you, but they try to ignore that they didn't like you. Never refriend a person that has tried to destroy you, your character, your money, or your relationship. A snake only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake in its energy, and you can have deep combos with them, and you might have couldn't. This person is a female with tattoos on her chest, or a male with tattoos on his chest. Take it as it would resonate. Somebody was a cloned energy, cloned meat, cloned food, cloned human, extra celestial, a stunt, a copy, or an animal. When it comes to being cloned, a brother unalives our mother, Amy. Amy. Somebody that's a super yacht in his energy. Under care, self care, do something fun you normally don't let yourself enjoy. I paid you to lie. EMG, money, other entitlement. Safaris energy, under saying, say instead of ghosting. I guess this is not working out, so let's stop trying. It's the escalator, to ride or not. Analogy. Living away, but together. Not means you in the relationship. Escalator. Diff, away from or apart. Not. Disseminate, dissipate, dissuade, docile, diffuse, disperse. Fred Flintstone energy. Under slow yourself down. You're only here for a short visit. Don't hurry, don't worry, and be sure to smell the roses along the way. Hudson, Vera, Sylvia, Nellie, Italia, Effie, Winfrey, Isabella, Lucinda, Luciana, Girl, Blanca, Bambina, and Delphina. Iris, Claire, Edith, Agatha, Eleanor, Elizabeth, Dorothy, Agnes, Colleen. Tristan, Tessa, Theodore, and Tatum, Sarah, Savannah, Sutton, Sienna, Sophia, Stella. North Seas, depths, life in the cold abyss, secrets of the seas. Some people hate you because you're blessed. And that's the end of the message from Spirit Energy of the Confessions of a Mate Energy. Somebody want to tell you some things, take it as it would resonate. Go back if you didn't understand. Some vampire energy had a lot to say in this energy. Tell me more about this confession under this message of concern, this message of a courtship, this message of how hard they're working towards you, spending time with friends and these frenemies. They're trying to get away from a courtship that they're in. A step mama, baby mama, some new lover, some new friend, some woman or you, inspiration that's still thinking of you though, no matter who they with, no matter who. Protected and signs of you. They see you everywhere. 14, 15, 16, 18, 9, 4, 8, 8, 8. Between the lines, speculate, inflict torment on somebody when it came to wanting. This is inflicting pain on them when it comes to I love you. How they feel about you. Camera is acting. They feel like they center stage of something. They feeling like this petty energy got them nowhere. That thoughts of you is all they can think of you. Stealing ideas and pretending they invented them. Now they know that shit didn't get them nowhere, but financial problem that didn't serve them the way they thought it would serve them. So they thought about the shit. Now the shit is feeling like they tormenting themselves. The happiness that they had with you They haven't found it somewhere else, okay? Under competition is not in, they got to in reverse, and they want their return here. I gotta tell you, they want to come back. But what's the T on wanting to come back and inspiration under choices and financial setbacks under regret? I told you that regret of these competitions, things that they chose over you when it came to a courtship and choices. Shit, these beliefs that they thought this person was better or somebody was going to have something more to you. This just feeling the block, moving in silence with a third party. They doubt that you'll take them back when it came to a competition. Solicitations, when it came to monopolizing, when it came to fishing for comments, the other person was just fishing for information about why they wanted you and why he was so inspired by you and said that they did the shit or had a comfort zone with you. Okay, let's talk about the heart and the heart here. When it comes to every time I lower my frequency to meet someone on their level, I end up paying for it. When it came to old maid, blah, 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 shut up. They didn't want to hear that shit. Somebody was doing jar spells on somebody. Somebody is a firefly energy, atonement. Two in they see and two in the other. Two timing, clouded just get over somebody. Obsessed about a person. I don't purchase damaged goods. I adopt rescues. When it came to a turtle energy of never ask if, so somebody was under the impression that they were single because somebody was under the impression that they was in a relationship with this person. When it came to this slow and steady energy, slow to give but quick to pull back or something like that. When it came to a courtship, yes, that's the true potential. They saw something in somebody or somebody and they didn't say about it with taboo and a shared fantasy. Here with an octopus and the triangulation of a monkey business, somebody expectancy of 7 and something like it's just a game of score and notch again. And then they said that these thought they was lovebirds here, but this shit was cancer energy. It was like a cancer. It was infesting because of how the vampire energy was so toxic here. Fantasy was shared by them and aborted by them. 9 said they came to nothing is interesting if you're not interested. They're not interested in the third party or interested in love. It was kind of like a no strings attached because it takes patience to listen. It takes skills to pretend you're listening. So you got to have a pretend. And these people can't pretend to listen because they don't care that much. Every time I lower my frequency, somebody else gets hurt. You know what I mean? Somebody triangulated them with some third party energy when it came to a taboo talking. When it came to skeptical. It's suspicion. Some kind of suspicion is here. What kind of suspicion is here when it comes to moving in silent? Well, who creeping? Boss daddy. When it came to money, losing money, money problems, lawyers, restitution fees and shit. No, time, repose, storage, something here under courtship. Offer. They offer somebody love, offer somebody some kind of choice or restraint, a choice from somebody. When it came to skeptical, you didn't trust this person. When it came to a change, yeah, you thought they had you in a third party with a love triangle, third party, multiple lovers with choices. And that's what blocked you and this the person out under monkey business and triangulation. And that's how you purified this pain. You transmuted your pain into a piece, and that's this person in pieces. Yeah, kissing your ass. That's what that shit say. Kissing ass wants to come in and offer you something, but you're not taking it here. Not this courtship now. Not in now. Not now. You uninspired here with love. You ain't uninspired in love here. You changed here. It's nostalgic. You thought about it. Higher self says no. I know my worth here with activation. Somebody was impersonating, wanting to be you. Act like you, dress like you, look like you, copy you. Here. Energy, okay? Show your face. What's up, show your face? I see you. I see you, straight. Kia, what's up, straight Kia? Hey. And Hazara, I see you. Welcome, you guys. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Okay, somebody was like Jason Voorhees in the city. They could have been a menace to you. They could have been diabolical energy. Okay, they could have been chasing after something or something that was scary or feared them, or they was fearful of it. Under bullying energy. Okay, they had been bullied by a third party or they're suffering from it or something like that, or they're in sufferance now. They're feeling like people are feeling like they're bullied online, being like what it says, Something like suffering, like people are like persecuting them, or making them feel judged, or something like that. Like Miranda rights is what I heard. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, haunted by the things that they choices here, with memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects of the things that they said to get for clout. Here though, that's like feeling judged for shit that they did to get attentions of lots of people or others. When it comes to wanting you, they pushed you on the back burner trying to get attention of others. But then once they got the attention of others in a negative way, because most people, negative attention is better than no attention at all. And this is what it comes to between the lines, having a meaning, a hidden meaning, and a vague or speculated or implied here when it came to a courtship. Yeah, they was courting somebody else, but they really didn't want to be with that person in this energy when it came to mistake, misunderstood, victim, and this card does not even belong. But that's what it means. They was playing like and ignoring you here, playing lazy, playing distant, playing like they didn't want you, but wanting to put you all on the shelf like breadcrumb and some shit. Like, but what you realize your worth here when it came to a spiritual hater hates on your spirituality, your light, and also your magical powers. Everything is magic in this energy. So hold on one second, you guys. Everything is magic here. Everything is magic here. Yeah, we can't give up now, y'all. We done come this far, and we definitely can't give up now. No, we can't give up now. Even if we wanted to, we can't give up now. No, we can't give up now, you guys. Spirit wants you to know we can't give up now. We gave our power over to the demons, the entities, for far too long. And we have our foot on his neck. We have our foot on his neck. So the devil wanted to be a hater against your spirituality, what you were told to do, and you listened. So you got away from this person, and you gained more abundance than you had ever imagined by following the divine spirit, universe, energy. This person went toward a courtship, being petty, toward a child's mother, toward a triangulation, to some type of work to work it out with occupation here, especially when it came into sudden wealth, a jackpot, or a wealthy man. They thought that was playing rich daddy, boss daddy, somebody that was expecting a baby or expecting a new beginning when it came to marriage and a house and a home and a main female. And somebody that's in despair right now over choices with 5 changed the situation with 33. A concern with a message of concern here that they were playing a false narrative to them, and you saying that you was the false person, but then turned out 8 with a cycle repeating that they was the false person. I'm the privileged lady. Look, now they concerned that now they know that you are the privileged lady. Hmm. And all they was there to steal your love here, waste your time, and you nailed the coffin shut with knowing your worth here. Because even though they were being a false person, false woman, they found out it's too late. Or after her that they chose over you. You know? And that was just their fault. You know what I mean? They had to learn that lesson. And karma, that's what karma says on the message. Okay? That they will be in poverty. You know, for put of choices, toil and labor. Things are going to get hard. They're going to have some unhappy days coming forward. Under magic is everywhere. Somebody's going to use their magical gifts. See it, the effects it has on your life, change the way you perceive the world. To harness the change of magic, magic is everywhere. To harness it, change the way you interact with the people in your energy around you. That's important right there. That stands real strong right there for me. Know it by changing the way you think, and live it. Remember the lesson of the night as you go about your day. Okay, the day to the night, the dawn of a new day. Energy. This thief was here to steal your joy. This person was still here to steal your happiness, so that you didn't get to enjoy it, but you will here now with the journal here. Somebody might need a journal here. Somebody might need candles. Somebody might need a window, a deck, or a porch, or a stoop, or a sitting spot, or a meadow. Some tarot or cards or oracle deck, a scrying mirror, a star map of Leo and Libra, actual stars in the actual sky. Learn your constellation energy, a pocket compass for divination, a cup of salt, a rattle or something that rattles, a jar of marbles, a jar of pennies, a jar of paper clips, a jar of paper thumbtacks or nails, a pendulum, and um, a scrying mirror, polished brass, a bowl of water, and a glass, a window glass or a window pane. Somebody here is unbottled by a choice that a person made, and they wanted you to be bothered. When the people hate that you were blessed. Somebody, Savannah, Senna. Hold on one second, y'all. Fox Chase with Cancer here, energy. Hello, I'm recording. Okay, so we have toil and labor. We have the thief. We have despair, and we have the message. We also have um, self-indulgences here when it came to Fox Chase. Some kind of limited time. They had a little short time to deal with something here, and they didn't. Wanting inspiration. They needed some kind of inspired tap on the shoulder, and they got it, but they didn't listen to it. Some kind of sitting spot. They might sit somewhere and think about or reflect about a situation or a circumstance. When it comes to sitting, a porch, a window, a thought, a meadow, um, something of that nature. So let's see what's between the lines. They want to tell me a little bit here about the truth and about the spiritual awakening, things that they've come to an aha moment about when it comes to a cult or people that they cultivated with, a community, something like that, a union, some reminiscing, making memories and learning from the past and perception, things that they perceive to be irresponsible here. Oh, so we got somebody that surrendered. You surrendered them, and they traveled off, or they traveled off to somebody, and you surrendered them by letting go, releasing, and giving up, or you got impatient, or they got impatient and went distant, or boundaries were set, or far apart, or gave or got away with greener grass here. And it wasn't the distant horizon that they put between you really is crushing them right now. They're being crushed right now. When like going bald, hiker, they wish they didn't take this Appalachian Trail, like, cause this shit is too much. They didn't know what they was gonna have to encounter when they took this hike. This was a hike. This was a stretch. Is what they just told me. Two in their sea and two in their underwear. They had love for two people. They had the same like friends, and these friends was encouraging something with an enemy because of a love attraction. They thought they had more allurance with another person than they did with you, with intuition with the relationship, but they didn't know y'all relationship with boyfriend and girlfriend. They didn't know y'all relationship, and they just was because it was a peer group. They went with the peer group instead, and these was all frenemies. That was just to see how weak-minded the other person was. Your person, cross watcher, onlooker. Somebody triangulation here with the monkey business when it came to ghosted them and you and another person traveled to. Okay, under coffin, nailed those things shut too. Under impersonator, try to copy you, was copying you, but it was a big mistake to do that when it was came to the false person. Bottom of the deck, they got legal matters now from the shit, doing things they shouldn't do the immature way. When it comes to awoken to the shit, that's a spiritual announcement. Okay, these liquid courages, and they still got some anxiety about some shit that they got coming toward them under the storm, and somebody that's still inspired by you letting them go. When it comes to a third party, yeah, they still feeling fucked up over that, and they still in the comfort zone about feeling safe and sorry about themselves and licking their wounds somewhere with the sun here and the Ace of Pentacles. They still balling on the budget over here. And the energy too, Spirit says they still thinking they playing rich and got money to burn and shit like that. Come on, talk about this. What's this liquid courage and shit? They still getting high and fucked up or something. Here over here with camera and somebody got proof. Okay, with this 5 of bones here. So they still, with the bone in here, this is still some skeletons that they don't want you to know about here when it comes to them boning something. Ace of Pentacles, something they paying for here. Some choice, some bad choice, some bad decision. See it with the liquid courage here. See here the goblet here and the Queen of Blades. Somebody here that they was fucking with. Somebody that had cutting words. Somebody standing in their truth or something. Somebody standing in authority or something. A queen of somebody that cut them off or had something to say about cutting them off, or they was drunk when they cut somebody off. So somebody saw something here is what they said, camera in action here. Somebody got proof of another person cheating on them under liquid courage, okay, under triangulation. Somebody got proof that they were cheating. Yeah, somebody that was being real sinister with a real sinister energy here with the strength. Liquid courage was what the ruler of it is here. Okay, yeah, when it came to a 4 of bones, when it was, the C5 was already here, and they tried to deny something that they were doing here when it comes to, yeah, something that they were 5 of Pentacles, that's something that they was very, out in the cold about. They could have been homeless, without a home, sat out, evicted, anything like that, jailed, you know what I mean, considered a criminal-minded energy. Okay, now let's see. Well, this shit said the moon cycle. So let's talk about the moon energy. They want me to give you a little bit about the schooling under this energy. So this person was really trying to school you, or they're going to school this person under the universal energy here. So take this energy as it would resonate to you as I pull the energy for you. Okay? Under the night school. So this person gonna go back to school. They're gonna learn something. They're gonna be educated in a way that they didn't know they would be. Okay, in this energy, and I don't know how or what, but the energy is about to pull through. I don't really know. Astrology drops through it. Energy with Sagittarius. I heard it in the little card messages about Sagittarius. Sagittarius might run it real strong here. Fire energy might run real strong here when it comes to upbeat, optimism, lively, high energy, harmonious, love to travel and expand, confidence, restless, and needing freedom, and prone to overspending and overdoing. In the body, the thighs, the sciatic nerve, and the hips. Self-care. Being nurtured means something different for each person. What does it mean to you? Sometimes we forget what nurtures us, what would feel divine right now, and what's keeping you from doing it. So in this energy, when it comes to your person, you were divine to that person. You felt like heaven to that person. But instead, that person ran off to something that was foreign to them when it comes to Sagittarius energy, when it comes to overspending and overdoing something energy. With too much passion, too much zealous in this energy. So talk about this energy when it comes to the moon. Energy of triangulating a person that's unbothered by the choices and decisions that they made, with a storm warning coming here, of an upheaval, obstacle, a wrecking ball, or drama. Okay, step outside yourself here. They stepping around, they staying in the box when you taking a different approach with outside of the box energy. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. Allow your thoughts and to flow through your mind. Notice them passing by, but try not to focus on them. Learn to observe your thoughts, how loud they may be, out without getting entangled. So that means staying out of other people's business, listening and observing and watching and sipping our tea. That's what it says. It's like they told you about minding your business. Some things is just not your business. That's what it is. And this is what this is about. Somebody they getting yourself hooked up in something here, and you just watching from the sideline with unbothered. The shit's gonna unfold, and you gonna see it with clear allegiance here. The less common, clear is particularly sensual. This is the clear legions, and when your brain translates the energy patterns you perceive as scent, so something that you will smell here. The shit smells fishy. That's all I gotta say. You're gonna sniff the shit out. You're gonna smell it. It's gonna be something that's gonna change the way something is, because you're gonna come to the light. It could be smelling like dog shit. I don't know. Something like that. Monkey shit. I don't know. Only I see a monkey here. Crabs. Something about the dead man's hands or something. I don't know. Something under the sea. Something that's scavenging. Something that's like dead or rotten. Okay, fire energy some more. Leo energy. We are in that fire energy of Leo. Something that is ruled by the sun. It could be hot days. Some is struggling along though in a car, so it's some struggle energy, a muffler. Some is muffled though, it's struggling and it's muffled. Okay, under fire is one of the four elements in this energy. Aligns with the wands in astrology. It represents the Aries, the Leos, the Sagittariuses, and fire can be what the trickster energy of the element is, a symbolic and passion and creativity. So somebody could be tricking you with some lies. I told you about some liquid courage. Told you to wake up. This is a legal issue here. Somebody that's like ignoring some kind of rejection here. Somebody's still in silence about something that they should have told you about being an imposter. Still night school energy. What practices can you put in place to enhance your night vision and allow night ways of being to balance your nighttime self? List 10. So remember they told you the night, recognize the different things that happens in night versus the different things that happen in your day. You know, when it comes to things that have hurt you or put you in pieces, and so that you can have peace over it, right? So that's what the justice is here with the divorce and balance and judgment here. So somebody's going to get justice. Good karma is coming in with luck in this energy as well. Abundance, prosperity, wealth, and hope. Okay? And it's in a faith. Okay? Standing on purpose energy as well. Magician here. Musician, charm. This is also harmonious energy as well when it comes to the melody of this energy. Melancholic. This is unleash your senses here. How does the night feel on your skin? Is it a blanket or a butterfly's kiss? Is the night air humid, playful, sensuous, or chilly? Pay attention to the air around you. This is a spiritual awakening energy. When it comes to Capricorn energy in reverse, okay, somebody is very ungrounded when it comes to sobriety, when it comes to serious and how cautious they are, how ungrounded they are, the history of their orientation here, the structure, the tradition, some self-determined energy prone to pessimistic and negativity here when it comes to the knees, the bone, the teeth, and the skin. Somebody could be breaking out with rashes in this energy that's ungrounded. Some Piscean energy here when it comes to spacey, dreamy, sometimes overindulgent, some emotional, sentimental, some kind of empathetic at times, and inward facing though when it comes to that empathetic. They're sorry for themselves but not sorry for others energy. When it comes to vulnerable, indecisive, needing time for pursuit of an imagination and a strong psychic ability, the lymphatic system or the lymph nodes or the immunity, and the feet. Okay, in this energy. When it comes to triangular, how they walk, how they perform, how they jump, how they skip, how they did something here when it came to an emotional, spacey, dreamy energy, when it came to an unbalanced sobriety of serious, cautious, ungrounded history or orientation. Or orientated is what it says. Okay, when it came to the mind, how it flew when it came to stepping outside of somebody's self. And notice how something was passed here when it comes to sit quiet and focus on your breath and allow the thoughts to flow through your mind and notice them passing by. But try not to focus on them. That's meaning whatever you seeing is supposed to mean for it to show you to you so you can recognize it and see the mask. Some dream is supposed to be remembered when that journal is involved. Something about a candle. Somebody might be doing candle magic towards you. Return to sender with attached witness of death. Literal, figurative, and metaphorically speaking. When it comes to the temple of what is the connection between the sight and the sense of the sacred, What is the connection to the time and the calendar? And what was the site or originality used, and how was that evolved when it came to a ancient site research energy under the temple? A Karnak, okay? Amun at the Karnak, the temple, when it came to a distant horizon of a triangulation of a Pisces, a Capricorn, a Sagittarius. When it comes to read the leaves, so somebody needs to read the leaves, okay, as they fall. Something is falling away, and you need to leave everything that withers away. You know what I mean? You know, fair weather. This is a fair weather energy to me. Okay, so make a cup of unfiltered loose tea. While you drink it, write down a question you have about your life. What ex- Now examine the patterns left by the leaves in the bottom of the cup. What do you see? The It most likely be abstract and need to be interpreted. And so somebody's going to do some scrying with your mirror energy. So scrying energy when it comes to unbothered. When it comes to the experimenter and the effects of an experiment, somebody was minting something, they was trying something out on you for size, but guess what? The shit backfired when it came to an Aquarius energy of the ankles, the circulatory system, the electrical forces of the body, the nerves, and the spinal column energy. When it comes to friendly, outgoing, visionary, revolutionary, radical, and expressive of a personal uniqueness is what you carried in this energy. When it comes to an experimenter affects the experiment, recognizing the presence of you, your emotions, your thoughts, your bias in the magical experiment is foundational to your magical work energy. That's the work that you had already. When it came to magic, is everywhere, and I read that to you. When it came to you seeing it, to harness it, to know it, and to live it. Okay. When it came to self-care and when doing divination, ask the right questions. Write down the first question about your life that comes to your mind. Edit it more specific. Ask if it's detailed enough, and rewrite the question. Get as granular as possible on the details. When it comes to the Mayan ruin and the Chica ism in Mexico, what was the connection between the site and the sense of sacred, and what was the connection to the time and the calendar, and how was this originally used, and how has that evolved today in your energy, and why is it coming up and showing you this energy? Spirit is wanting you to know those things, and I told you you need to get in line with your constellation energy. Constellations, that's the star energy. The star map is what they want me to reference you to. It's specific to Leo and Libra energy. Practice and reading symbols in its energy as well when it comes to shake, rattle, and roll energy. So I told you that rattle was significant in this energy, and they wanted you to shake, rattle, and roll when it comes to rattle all around you. Shake, 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 come on, ya. Kick it all the time. You might be shaking money into your life. Shake, 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 come on, us. Shake, come on all the time. Them little maracas things they want you to shake when it comes to yourself as you move your body. Visualize any stuck energy vibrating right out. If something feels like it needs an extra shake or two, trust the sensation and rattle a little more. When it comes to practical reading, practice reading symbols. When it comes to the fifth element, think of the fifth element, ether, space, and void, to add into the league of elemental fire, air, earth, air, water, fire. What would the properties of the fifth element be? When, why? When it comes to ether, space, and void. And I told you that constellation energy. Okay, take that as a way it resonates to whoever this is. When it comes to this moon energy that comes in under safe and comfort, this person is playing it safe again. When it comes to fixed signs, and these signs are stabilizers energy. This is also a resistance to change, and which adds structure and stability, but it makes it also unstable, and it also makes the structure very instructural. Again, it's very unstructural here. This thing energy is ready to crumble when it comes to a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, and Aquarius energy. This might not be for you right now. This might not be the right time when it comes to some monopolizing or solicitation of a situation or circumstance. When it comes to practice and observe, you need to be paying attention to something when it comes to read the sticks. Somebody might need to stick to what they know and not what they don't. Energy, when it comes to the magic energy, everything magic is all around you. Everything is magic. Everything is a sign. Okay? Somebody got it on camera. Somebody saw it already. Okay? You already saw it. You already know it. You hiked around it, but you've seen it. Okay? When it comes to the stars, the gods, and you, research the astrology, the sun sign. Are there stories associated with it? And does it have a rule or god, a goddess? Learn more about it, and gods or gods to discover. So they want you to discover something when about a sun sign or sun energy or the sun period, the ruler. Ruler of Leo is the sun. So somebody might have some real hot energy around them right now. Serious hot energy. Somebody might be on fire. Like you got so many love offers right now because of how radiant of suitors you are seducing. I'm gonna just use it like that, like a huntress energy. Doesn't have to be though. Clarify. Moon. Clarify moon is safe comfort. Safe comfort zone. Somebody is the oracle's gift here. Let's see what the oracle says about this legal matter about under their sea. This is unhealthy choices here. Healing heart. But this heart ain't healing. This is toxicity and addictions here and an abusive relationship. This is what they needed to do, but it was like paper wafers. It wasn't being, no, it was unhealthy choices. It couldn't be saved. There's a girl with a snake in the background here and nothing else to say about it. There's a girl and a snake was charmed and used and unable and bounded here when it came to poker face and a picture, looking at pictures and missing you and nostalgic. While they with the girl with the snake that's bounding them from enabling you to come towards you because they get to do shit and they're allowed to cheat and shit. We're talking and taking a chance and risking options and not showing their hand and took a gamble here and played it safe with another third party. The third triangulation with a third party. Somebody sitting next to a window contemplating interactions here when it comes to a porch, a deck, a stoop, or sitting by a sitting spot when it comes to learning to take the polish. They say, well, they say they gave me polished brass, so well, they just, polishing shit to a shine and make it look like it is on the outside, but everything ain't glitter. Everything that glitters ain't gold here. Give me a little bit more on that. Okay, so this is also a runner. Somebody ran away from you for something else or ghosted you for something else or thought something else was much more happier or something. It was going to bring them more satisfaction or less work or something like that and found out. This was a grudge holder. This person was holding a grudge against them, and you probably already told this person that they was holding a grudge against them, and they was only gonna hurt them in the end. And you probably had screenshots, and they told them that this bitch was a wolf in sheep's clothing, but you couldn't tell this person nothing. And at the time, this person didn't want to have nothing. You didn't believe you anyway, and you wouldn't have never believed you. So that was the tea on that, as well as the moon cycle that they in right now, and the grudge holder. She's holding a grudge against you. Like I said, somebody could be doing candle magic against you, some kind of love spells to keep this person away from you, some kind of evil, sinister energy that's from a witch energy. Return to sender. I told you with attachments of death, an ending. No matter what it is, literal, figurative, and metaphorically speaking, they are both obsessed with you. Cream Wisen is obsessed with you, and she's still creating some strategized move to come towards you or to get under your skin. But it's rejected each time. When it comes to carless things, what start happening to their car and shit. When they start coming against you and not doing the right thing, they start getting irresponsible things to happen. They'll start getting irresponsible things to happen to them. You know what I mean? You don't pay this, the lights cut off. You know what I mean? Things like that. It's gonna start. You know what I mean? And you don't want that to happen. You want to try to do things right. You know what I mean? Try to, you know what I mean? Keep from having those things happen. Screenshots, evidence. Somebody still sees this as coming as bad karma. Always partying and moving on. Thank you next. And some still into you while they were still dusting you off and doing shit for clout. Saying anything, doing anything, making shit up and for dramatic fucking results. You know what I mean? Make motherfuckers feel sorry for them. One of the victim is injured. Victimologies came out when running came twice. On the fake smiles. This person is their friend of me. They creeping around, lying and being deceptive about how they move here with travel. Travel here with threatening. Somebody feeling like they threatening their life. Somebody might be feeling like suicidal or some kind of paranoia with being played out by a person. Bad choices. Somebody might be, having a lot of paranoid thoughts from drugs and alcohol that they've been taking. You know what I mean? Shit is making them have a delusion. You know what I mean? Shit, toxic addictions. You know what I mean? Shit ain't good for them. They can't handle their work they doing. Shit, 12, 12, 12 in this energy. When it comes to duality, they got a mind to do right, but they can't get it right. On the 1919, transforming, they want to get it right, but they can't. Growth, they ain't doing the growth for 10, 10. Double zero, triple zeros. When it came, they ain't following their guidance. Because they hiking off with other people, places, and things. That's causing them more common. Talk about the distance horizon. Talk about the adjudicate. They under judgment here. Big judgment. And somebody could be under in court when it comes to an easy mother effer on the transformation and they believe anything that's being gullible here. Talk about it. Under here, easy. Have it easy for sex. Deep throat. Give them some head and they can fucking putty in your hand or some type of shit. Under a woman find her peace instead of revenge, can never be bothered. So that's where the unbothered came in. 1, 2, 3 under pillow talking about you and how vulnerable they are over you and how much control you have over this person that you don't know about under this runner. People don't cheat by chance, they cheat by choice. But this is one of their choices of being blocking you out when it came to same sex, lesbian sex parties when they was going to different women. Lesbians could be. I don't know. It say lesbians though. I don't know. It don't have to be. Just could be a bunch of women when it came to running away from you. Looking in the mirror, wondering who I was staring back. Because by the time they got away from you and looked back and looked in the mirror like, who the fuck am I? They didn't even know who the fuck they was. When it came to march for pennies and dance for free, talk ain't cheap either. When it came to this rock star doing bad things and getting bad karma, trying to desecrate your name or smear campaign you hear. When it comes to a mouse and rising up to meet me under a reflection in the mirror, they were slow. And they slow to tell the truth here when it came to hooked up with photo proof under taboo exposed. This is what I told you. Taboo was here in the energy. It came in. The energy exposed it here just now under lies and deception. It just exposed it under number 7 under punish you to keep you away. That's why they did all the things that was hurtful to you to keep you out of their business, to keep you from finding out the truth. And guess what? Spirit just exposed it to you. They were married. They were expecting a baby with another third party, especially if they ghosted you and went with a third party. It says the trash gets picked up tomorrow. Be ready under the doctor. So this motherfuckers, they sabotage themselves. They in a mental pace right now. The straight jacking is coming for them. They mentally fucked up over you under openness. You are able to bloom and blossom. And they are mad about it with a spiritual connection. This person is necessarily not the one. Is what this says here. Something about a 9. It says this will set boundaries and a clear message. This is a speed spreading rumors about you. Well, that's good. I mean, you at least that you learned to spread something other than your legs when it came to a firefighter. Somebody could be burning with gonorrhea here, and no expression, no impression, and not taking the bait. So you didn't take their bait when it came to our when it came to careful what you do to a good woman, because you will have to deal with the bitch you created when it comes to adjudication here. When it comes to that's a lesson I really don't need to learn anymore about how they hurt you here. They don't want to learn that shit no more. They say F you, and they don't mean to say F you because that came in reverse. They don't mean to say F you now. They say they want you to ride their face until you F shit to you. But that's just a wishy-washy situation too. When it comes to homeless, so sexual, and not only that's all, nothing else to offer but sex. That's in a good time. looking in the mirror, wondering who's staring back. They don't know who they are, so how they gonna come with some new lover? And the new lover don't know who they are, so they get shook and speechless, forced under pressure, pressure of a thirst trap in its energy. Okay, and taking a tip from the tip, getting blowjobs from the new person. When it comes to 8, it comes to a bondage of a karmic, so karmics, 1 or 2 or more. Okay, this is a toxic energy with the blowfish here. And they happy to be in this toxic environment. You see they all smiling on this card, don't you? They all smiling when it came to the angel fish. Okay, people don't cheat because you was the angel in this in the number 10. Okay, that was what they triangulate you went through and they see and through in their underwear. Promiscuous here. Promiscuous energy when it came to an octopus. Octopus and greedy D suckers was here. They all was getting it all. No response is a response, and it's a powerful one. Remember that when it came to the love that they were supposed to have with the 4 of Wands here. And they was over here doggy style sex here with the seahorses, wanting somebody else to carry the burden. Squirting love, female and male energy where he ravishes me energy. Okay? Take it as it would resonate, you guys. Under P power, this person was getting seduced by a person that they hiked off with 2 hikes here, 3 hikes in the doctor here. Go marry, go barf. Somebody might have got sick here with the energy here, as well as a painter. Somebody that thought something was painted one thing and was another, and it made them sick here too. Under TITF, taking in the face, seahorse energy, carrying somebody else's weight. Under taking it from the tip, under the bottom. Somebody could be having same sex, would put it in my face. D sucks. Under new lover. Apologize how they was cooking this energy up. Under apology accepted, but the trust was denied here when it came to a raccoon. And when it came to 11, with the path here, with greedy and going above and beyond what was expected and necessary, often can be excessive or discreet. Somebody was greedy with a situation when it came to rumors, was spread by haters, and was accepted by idiots. When it came to a lion energy, when it came to a narcissistic energy, under the worst night is a educated empath. I told you, you found out that they was empathic, all right, but for they self and their own self-pity when it came to abandoning of a ladybug. Now take that energy as it would resonate, you guys, of these bad habits. Okay, that was a reflection of the mirror energy that was being mirrored back to you under the reflection. And this is what they're being able to see and sit back in under who wasn't the one, and why they wasn't the one, and why you had to turn your back away from them, and why you had that spiritual awakening, and why they have to reflect in this energy of being hooked up with photo proof that they was a cheater. Some kind of same sex energy. Woman or man, man or woman. Went off to a woman that was same sex. She had a woman already. Moving on, you're someone else's wife, married to a woman. Someone else's everything, somebody else's lover. Under going bald, and that's what they're going bald about putting something in their face, under projection, under vulnerability and promiscuous sex, and a lesbian, back to triangulation with another woman, 2 women, multiple parties, poly energy. So why they ain't happy? What this happy, unhappy, happy shit is. What's all this obsessed lover? About you moving on, thought you had somebody already. Why you were so quick to let them go. Something here under faking your smile that you loved them and didn't. Drugs and addictions made them feel like you played them. You played out. Moving on. Thirst trapped them. Emptiness and abnormal. That was how you just walked away from them, but they was already, you had got fed up and you was led by spirit to walk away. They just didn't realize that they had did too much here. Want to pay attention to the unusual life, how their lifestyle was so unusual from yours to theirs. The emptiness, keeping your goals firm and feel the emptiness. And so they was feeling the emptiness with the void in the spaces of time and third parties. And I told you that's what they told you to pay attention to in the message. Take it as what resonated on the spiritual awakening. Under where the power came in, and when it came to the moon, how dark their dark night of the soul was, when it told you about the night school and some of the things that you need to pay attention to, about your clairlegiance and clairaudience, and some of your smells of how you smell things here, how things manifested in a own time and place and space, as well as the sacred, how it meant to you, and how the dates recall here in this energy as well. When it comes to believe that you are greater than any obstacle that may come your way in this energy, under power. When it came to the moon darkness, they were supposed to overcome this, and they might have to overcome some addictions, some selfish ways that they have here when it comes to self-loathing energy. Their medicine is what I heard. alcohol, passion, hope. Yeah, they could hopefully that you'll take them back once they get themselves out of this third party or some kind of guidance through the spirit energy, but it doesn't look like they're trusting the spirit anymore. Advancing with the devil still. Yeah, they still doing things toxic ways here with the identity renewal. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know what path they're on right now. They so lost in the sauce and like can't manifest with no gifts here with dirt digging. They trying to see what they can find and they don't want you to find out what all of the shit I just told you here with exposed. Yeah, for rebirth. They don't want this to end. With relaxing, they like just relax, chill. We could be. I'm just gonna make everything alright. But it's like stop looking for dirt on me. Like, stop looking for this. Stop trying to break me down. Stop trying to emasculate me. It's like y'all dirt dicking on this person, and it's like this person that already did the shit for clout. They already know what they did, and like they don't want you to just keep bringing the shit up. Like they just want you to just like. You don't want me to keep bringing up what you did and how you made me feel, and it really wasn't that what you made them feel wasn't as deep as what they made you, but how they made what they was deep, what they went deep on is they thought they weren't good enough, so they had a real poor sense of insecurity of their own self that led them to believe that you would leave them eventually. So what they did, they left you before you left them, and which you were destined to by the divine spirit in order that to bring to this person healing, but this person refused it when it came to dirt dicking and the wolf in sheep's clothing here. They really just couldn't accept your love. They couldn't accept that you were the true love that they never could accept. You know what I mean? We're relaxing, just relax. I'm gonna just get it together. Like, but the dirt didn't just couldn't stop. Maybe somebody kept prying into trying to find out what was what, but they said they had a case of the demons and the STDs. I mean, like literally, they could have had a real bad entity on them. That they was the driving force of their addictions, their toxicity, and their promiscuous ways. There was a lot of things, man or woman or man and energy. Okay. And they was manifesting more storms in their life that they could handle. Like they get out of one thing and they would be manifesting something else by having negative mindset and thoughts about the situation. Your mind creates the environment or that you want. Like say you can make your life go in a that negative way by the way you think about things. Learn from the mistakes and begin anew is what they say when it comes to a rebirth. When they go doing things that they was doing for clout or dick or creeping or clout hungry for attention for third parties or even for a collective of groupies or communities or whatever the case may have been under the distant horizon, how they put adjudication between you and them, where they being judged here in their judgment. Talking about it here with the rebirth here, under fearing intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, a turmoil and fleeing a situation when it came to bad habits, drugs, addictions, and toxicities. When it came to threatening, intimidation, bothered by something. When it comes to listen, you couldn't listen. They couldn't listen. Just like they told you here, something about listening was important when they took a breath here. Somebody might have almost took their last breath here. Help and hopeless. Help is here. Hope and helpless. They turned their back and now they feeling hopeless that they shouldn't have did that. But at the same time, sharing the love, yeah, they share with third parties and something about they knew that they shouldn't have been sharing with the third party. 2, 4, 8, 7, and 3 third party. They knew they shouldn't have been sharing with the third party. When running around here with fear and intimacy, it was more, yeah, they detached because of the third party. This person told them things about you that you wasn't true. You didn't know what you were doing. You were a witch. You were evil, you were dark, you were this, you were that. All while you was authentic when it came to clarity and belief with clairsynthesis. You could smell a rat when a rat came. You knew when a rat showed up. You knew when the hood rat was out. You knew to get it out the way. You know what I mean? You let this person have with number one. You not the two, you the one. So you got clarity on up front when it came to spreading your wings and fly. You ain't really need these wings to fly because you could be a knight in your own. You can create your own. You could be your own knight in shining armor in your own world, okay? In your own narrative, in your own new day, okay? Dawn of a new day. Believe that you are greater than the obstacle is what they said when it came to a person creeping on you under the moon, okay? Bad habits change my bow here when it came to monkey and triangulation and a runner of a turmoil and a fleeing. I love you and a dirt digging. And along with it, self-indulgences and a storm warning on the head. Tell me about this, spread your wings. Who is that? Under two, they spread their wings to something or someone else when it came to you being a flower. Openness, energy when it comes to a dedicated heart. You dedicated your heart to this person. This person walked over it. Energy, talk about it. Energy, talk about the detached energy. Talk about 411. That was the number path of guidance. This person knew you were the one. Under their addictions took over, drugs, alcohol, and addictions. They don't wanted you to know that that was the cause, though, because they threw that in the back. They threw that away. They threw it away here when the Queen of Pentacles. They threw you away. You were the bag here. You were generous. You were caring. You were nurturing. You were sensible. You were comforting. You were practical. You were a good business sense. And you were good for them. And you were good for their soul. And they didn't realize it. They detached from what was really good for them. It's fake smile for frenemies. And a group or a collective or a family member or some community is what it says here. Community. Tell me about the Tell me about the listen. Tell me what the listening to the sheriff. And they listen to the third party about you too. I just told you that. They listen to the third party of lies. Okay, come up here, Six of Pentacles. Some generosity, charity, so, some kind of supportive sharing, giving, receiving, fairness or gratitude. Somebody was like, I know you better. I knew you longer. And it wasn't true. It wasn't true at all. It was rejected. That person didn't even want that person. Literally, they just wanted the sex and a good time. Six of Wands. Success, victory, triumph. It was a shallow victory. Really didn't get nothing out of it. It was a shallow reward. It was really nothing. Recognition, progress, process. In the process, it was all right. Then it was like, nah, fuck that. That ain't even it. It was, but it was too late by the time they realized the process was over. So 6-5 of Pentacles says they left out in the cold. Yeah, by that time they had rest fucked up. You spread your wings and fly. You didn't let that person give them a chance to even double back or whatever the case may be. They lost power. You pulled your power back here or something like that. Somebody wearing a mask here. I just saw the mask. So we had they didn't want you to see something about this person thing that what they was hiding from you. Page of Wands, some kind of excitement, but it was in excitement, some kind of extrovert, some kind of energetic, fearless, creative idea because it was off of your energy. So they was wanting you to be, so the happiness, the spiritual hater was hating on your spirituality, but they loved your energy, but they wanted to swap your energy for their misery. And so you wouldn't let them destiny swap with you. Here's what I see with the mask in reverse, as well as the Knight of Cups in reverse as well, about charming. You wasn't letting them pull something over your eyes with determined and tactful and graceful, but you bowed out gracefully for this person. Let me turn on the fan. It's a little hot, y'all. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So this person might put a lot of pressure on something or a subject when it comes to a Page of Cups energy of how excited, or they might come in with a burst of energy here when it comes to energetic creativity. They see you glowing, so they don't want to come in with some kind of happiness or some kind of thrill or some kind of like recognition to make you feel like they're happy for you, but it's just like your hater underneath, okay? Just to let you know, that jump back over here under purifying pain. So see, they still wanted you to be in pieces back here in the background with the King of Swords, and that's some truth here. I got to tell you that under the Four of Cups here about contemplating, feeling disconnected and discontented and bored about the things and choices that they made. Now that you are glowing and showing in this energy when it comes to logical, analytical, emotional, detached, strict, serious, and authoritative. You standing in your truth and you ain't letting backing down from it. And this is more attractive than anything that they have ever seen in their life. This is what you look so more attractive to them right now. Under spreading your wings and flying when it came to the world. The world is your oyster right now. And this energy of the completion. You completely let this person go, and this person is completely staring, and you have this person completely captivated here under closing the cycle and achievement. This is where you achieve high honors here, because now they can't stop looking in your direction. The Nine of Pentacles, you are the abundant woman in the energy of the effort, successful achievements, independent and self-sufficient. You don't need them for shit in this energy, okay? I love you. That's why they looking at you this way, okay? Under Five of Swords, they thought they counted you out in this energy. Five of Swords, they counted you under aggression, disputes, bullying, stressing you, conflicting you, and arguments. They kept a whole lot of things going on in the background because they didn't want to hide. They was hiding a secret of cheating or marriage or a baby, of expectancy here, of a surrender, somebody that they wanted to let go of after they got involved with them. But it was too late, baby, too late, baby. They couldn't turn back after it was too late. You know what I mean? Couldn't turn back after they had did the deed. Did the deed when the longing and separation is here under celebration and gifts with a GPS and getting readings. They trying to see why you love yourself. Well, how did you get here? What was this glow up? What gave you so much emphasis on loving yourself now? When you learn your worth, pulled your power back. The power that you was giving them, you gave to yourself now. And that was the expression of truth here. Under self-care. That is what made you elevate here. Your intuition here. Your third eye. Your clear the way you saw something here. Yeah. Shit, their pride was too fucking big and they avoided and let that was in the way. They didn't let you know that vanity and pride was in the way. And their ego, when you was offering them, they wanted control and tactics over you. And then the Venus says you offered them all that you could. Love and that was just a facade because they couldn't love you back. Okay? Under their ego. Under their, they love, it was attracted to you. They had passion for you. It was hot. Shit. It was the hottest sex they ever had in their fucking life. But they lacked and doubted they were so insecure. They feared the family commitment that they had on the side and the epiphany that they didn't want it and that something else was. And that's just where karma came in. I just got to tell you, and they decepted you. They deceived you in many ways with a feminine energy, multiples. Okay, I got to tell you that. Sexual energies that they all thought that was lessons that they needed to learn and you needed to learn. And it could have been with an air sign. Somebody awoken that you was the one and they thought they was trying to take your man, but then they realized that they wasn't better than you under activation. Under instability, they wasn't stable as you. They was the two and not the one. Okay, like they said, not necessarily the one. The separation, and they separated from that person, and they longed for that person for a little bit, but at the time they didn't really have that much celebrating to do with that person because all the celebrating came from you. Now they're spying. That person is spying, and they regret messing with that person because you'll never let them live that shit down here with shadow side and the moon and the dark night of the soul. And I told you it came out here with the power. And it came here with release. I told you surrender. That came right there. And I gotta let you know that this person, that you purged this person out of your energy. And now that this person that feels that they would never meet you on your level with energy healing in reverse and inner child, they still got some abandonment issues from mommy that they haven't healed yet. And they want to apologize to you in a major way with forgiveness here. But I gotta tell you, and they really do believe or doubt with regret that there will be a renewed spark here with you and them. And they feel like they didn't listen to the spirit and they wasn't going to listen to the spirit and they was being led by the devil energy, and they presently are ungrateful for anything that came from you. They don't even think of you as any positive anything. Okay, they blame you for everything here with the sun in reverse and in strength. They don't really believe the strength came from you. They don't believe that you did something to hurt them or deceive them, and that's how they feel in their thoughts here, isolated thoughts in reverse. Comfort zone, this is why they stay in the comfort zone with the third party, because they believe that person was true to them and they believe that that person was genuinely loved them more than you with nurturing. They loved them more than you, but that was a wish fulfillment. But they were only seeing it in an illusion because it wasn't love. She changed with the reverse, the courage to lack of intimacy, feared love and intimacy with that person. It was all illusions. It was all a projection. It was all a storm about to go up in smoke. And it come in Mercury, in retrograde. Coming now, communication. I'm just letting you know. Under fragment, this person is fucked up over you. Soulmate, you. This other person, no. Ancestors led them to the wrong way. They say they led me astray. No, they didn't. You just wouldn't listen. You under sober, they needed to be that way, and they wasn't. And nostalgic, they lost out. They could just memories. Faded, detour. They couldn't see when they said roadblock, flooding. Somebody might have some national disasters in your area. Tornado, hurricane, weather related, inclement weather. Talk about it here. Talk about the breakthroughs, talk about the vanities, talk about the pride, talk about the Knight of Wands of charming, idealistic energy under determined, tactful, and graceful. So revenge, they thought you wanted revenge on them. I told you, a person that didn't want revenge on this person, you could be unbothered here about it. So you ain't want no revenge. You got the breakthrough that they had a family with somebody else, and you let that bitch have them. Pretty much let it happen. Yep. It's perchance to dream. Can't wonder me. It's a perchance that I can get back with you again. Nah, not if you had a baby on me, baby guy, baby girl, or whoever this is. If you had a baby on the person, that person's saying no. So colorless angel, and the angel is here is saying that this is a person that was just like a fallen angel. Yeah, blinded to pain. So they had pieces, and this is naked before the stars. And I told you the constellation was here when it came to a storm coming in. Somebody is definitely not seeing things for what it was, but they will too so soon when it comes to a sex addiction and a good time. You know, I gotta tell you that when it comes to, you know, how they quested for these things here. When it comes to losing sleeping around and round and a damn block you for something or someone else. I gotta tell you that this quiet strength, that it ain't really quiet. I'm just telling you, it ain't as quiet as Kip. Everybody know this. This ain't as quiet as you think. Everybody know that this person is going bald when it comes to how they feel about you being blocked from you, and learning a lesson about playing on your fucking time. Never playing at people's face. This is what happened. Worrying and replaying events and thinking about you. What I tell you? When it comes to a chance to dream, like, can we be back together? Dream, call, and heaven. And that's only was a limited time, like a Porsche and a damn Jeep and a BMW, something like that. Something's a Nissan when it comes to deceptive direction and resisting the easy road. They should have either resisted the easy road, they said, but instead they took the easy path. And now the easiest way ain't the best way, said. Here, I'm losing sleep. Tell me about we playing something here. What is that? So they said this is also sharpened perspective. This is also a refined focus. This is also the the lens reveals what often overlooked. Pay attention to the small things. When it comes to focus, sharpen perspective, revealing paths previously unseen, and refine your view. Well, they ain't see this. This is why they losing sleep. They didn't see this previously. Now, previously on this episode of How to Be a Jackass, well, they didn't see this coming when it came to a sex addiction. You know, right? Sex in a good time and astronaut energy, a stardust of sand, and the blend of the cosmic, the earthly element. Discover your place in the universe. Now I told you where you came to space, something in the void. Now this is where they got lost at, out in space, out there being an ET, out there being a damn clone. I told you what they told me. Pay attention to the message. Go back and listen to the message as it would resonate to you. Amid the vastness, the astronaut is but a speck. Find purpose in the endless void. So they got lost, being voided, things they should have paid attention to, things that should have been transparent about, things that should have been responsible about, things that they, chose to hide behind the shadows of, when it came to emerged insight. So they should have, they dipped down. Remember that movie In Too Deep with, this is what they're showing me, when the boat filled up at the bottom and they all was and the shark got in the boat. So this is the surface tension here. What lies beneath the surface can only be discovered by taking the plunge. So the boat was going to sink. The sharks got in. Submerged inside. In the waters, embrace profound insight are found. Submerge yourself fully. So they submerged themselves fully in with the third party, thinking that the grass was greener on the other side. And they said this now dirt digging shit that they got coming out about them, exposed. Yep, the worn paths here that they on, these wheels is turning. Big wheels keep on turning. Rolling on the river. Doot, 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 doot. With these old wheels and these turn. Even with age, you can still move forward. Let the wheels of experience guide you. The roads you've traveled are marked with lessons. Don't forget where you've been. When it comes to surface tension, when it comes to the stardust of stand and the loss and expand. They can't expand where they at because you in an astronaut suit. So you gotta be confined to this suit, or you gonna just levitate to the abyss. They already talked about this to the sea, how emotional it was, and now we're in the cosmics of how unearthly it is. So take it as how deceptive this energy and direction it is, and needing a compass. The compass was not used just for finding navigation. It was also used for divination too. Something about salt. Take that as it will resonate too. I don't know. Cleansing. Some pure justification. One more for this reality and energy. What's the block? In reverse block called spam, and they don't want you to be blocked. They want to talk to you. Under trigger lessons round and round. If they ain't got your money, don't tell them. Don't call them, bitch. Don't call my phone. You bitch, you ain't got my money, bitch. Don't call my phone. Right. So on the anchored in the dust. So evening insight. So this is where at the end of the day, reflect on your progress, and anchor symbolizes rest. So it's time to sit their ass down somewhere and think about anchor here, anchor in the dusk. As the days fade, ensure your position is secure. It prepares you for what comes next. So they want to make sure they secure in whatever relationship they got to play the game. If they got to play to stay, or play the love bombing game, or play the Hoover or love, whatever they got to do, gaslight a bitch for till winter comes so they can have a place to stay. They gonna do it. Anchor. They gotta sit here on the anchor here, blinded to the pain. And we see here in it too. Okay, here it is on the energy in the cup. They want me to scry into this energy too when it comes to the morning ritual. They got to do this day after day, pretend every damn day about how much energy they poured into this other person. Because remember, they told us they wanted us to look into this teacup after we take and scry into the energy, right? And sit and write down what we thought about it, how sacred it was, the calendar time, as well as other times and spaces in this energy, and things that we should have spaced and voids in this energy as well. Your first sip, yours first sip sets the tone for the day. Choose how you begin. When it came to a block, spam, call, or text. This is also the energy in the cup. Says the energy within fuels your ambitions. Drink deeply and move forward. When it comes to the shapeshifter energy of the octopus, came multiple times in this energy. When it came to lesbian sex, it came with promiscuous, it came with a bunch of different things. Easy MFR, it came with a bunch of different ones. I could go through the deck and tell you which ones, but it really doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Let's see if I got any on the top, right off the top. From the top, make it drop. This some bondage to it. Power, P power. When it came to them in a third party, using sex and seduction as a weapon. When it came to the temporarily cooling and the melting away, and as you faded away, adapting to grace, how they had fell from it. Oh, damn, the angel. Boy, thawing limits. This shit is breaking through here, breaking fire. Breaking free. You broke free, and this person is now stuck like fucking Chuck and a blinded in pain of it. They don't realize how much you meant to them here with the acorn here. So the not the acorn. That's a pine cone. My bad. Under the small beginnings. Now these little small fires and small relationships that they get is just reminders of you, how much they had with you, how these people don't compare to you. And when it comes to talents and growth, see, these people are ungrowth and don't have rituals like you. You might have some things you get up and do every single morning. You might have this thing. You might drink a certain tonic. You might do exercise. You might stick to something that you say you're going to do, where others be like, yeah, I'm going to do this tomorrow, and they never do it, you know, or something like that. Or they can't, some about, I just hear that song, something about keeping a promise that they can't keep, or it's a song. Something about that, about keeping promises that they can't keep. And the other people can't keep promises, or they couldn't keep promises to anyone or anything when it comes to resisting the easy roads, when it came to the sex addiction and a good time. They should have blocked that shit out and not been a colorless angel about it. Now that they think about it, it's because like people that don't cheat because of chances, they cheat because of choices, and that's what they did to you. They cheated on you because they had the choice to do it. And now that they regret it when it comes to a smooth move. They thought that was the smoothest move they could make when it came to Naked Before the Stars. The Cosmics, they said, yeah, they cloned themselves as an ET in that energy. And now they wish they didn't with the regrets and the mistakes here. I gotta tell you that. This person really messed up when it came to the moon. They want surrender and they want redemption here. They really want to, they really regret what they did here. When the star gods here and you. Because they really being some real bad karma is coming in. They want surrender. They want redemption. Shameful about this shit too. Look at that. Dang. They shameful about the shit. Vulnerable, emptiness, failures, loser, unable to feel proud, conditioned behavior when it comes to a seducer. Oh shit. Yeah, this is cult behavior. Having sex with somebody outside a house, a car, a building, a workplace, a voyeur. Voyeurs was watching. Other people were watching. Voyeurs was watching all the karmics and third parties in their life. Much peace or in pieces right now because of some lies or some clout or some chasing or some thrill or some attention that they wanted under turmoil and fleeing. It's futility. Yeah, they wanted somebody's attention here. When it comes to a kindergarten teacher, this is like romper room shit here. They too old for this shit. Romper room shit. Talk about it here. They too good. They too grown for this shit here. Kindergarten. They could be having somebody start that's almost kindergarten, dose mental illness here. Shit, gain. They ain't gain nothing from this shit. I can tell you that. Imprisonment, that's what the fuck they gained. 9 and 10. Yeah, they went from one thing to another with the epiphany under their vanity and pride. They oppressed here with oppressions here. With the move they made here, but believing that you are greater than the obstacle. They thought they was bigger than getting caught here. Losing, lost in, expand. Yeah, this is an interference. Third party interference. This is a cross interference too. This is other people, places, and things. 8, 10, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. So backward situation, reverse energy. Reverse the center when it came to a determined, tactful, graceful, idealist person, thing, somebody that thought they was, yeah, reverse. Full and the tower. So they wanted to leap back and forth, but they couldn't here. They was the grand note. They got hurt themselves here when it comes to a fake filmmaker and a completion. Yeah, you wasn't playing this damn game. They defeated themselves here, made a mess of the shit too. When it comes to the mag and the defeat. Yeah, they ain't want to be defeated like this, but you walked away and made them defeated. Yeah, damn it. Don't play pussy and get fucked like this then. Because you ain't know what you was getting yourself into. Logic, analytical energy of the emotional and detached. They should have long time since this detached from this. But they was under some kind of witchcraft, under some spellbound energy. Yeah, look, dominion in reverse. Yeah, they was under some kind of, somebody wanted kingdom over them. Somebody wanted their dominion over them. Somebody wanted the control over them. Like you had control over them with running. The reason why they ran away from you. Yeah, they fed up with this third party though. And this pregnancy news. And this psycho energy. And this heartbroken, this cycle is ending. They drinking, this person left you hanging a single. And playing house with somebody. When it comes to a quiet reflection on how you love them. And they chose this third party that's a promiscuous hoe. That's what's being dug up right now. That's why they in pain, with blinded to the pain. That they picked a hoe over you. A real hoe, not no play hoe. A real hoe. Look, watch this. Red cards, blockage energy. Talk about what their quiet reflection is in the shadow journey. Tell me about that. Under not all paths are visible. Trust in your instincts to guide you through the unknown. Under completion, under fed up, under quiet reflection, in the solitude, nurture offers mirror to the soul, reflect deeply. So, negative self-image, they didn't think they were good enough here. Talk about why they ran away again some more. With bad choices played out. Determined to feel unloved, they didn't feel worthy. Looking for dirt on you, under vice versa. They thought you didn't feel the same about them. They thought you was crazy under lack of self-love. They didn't think you loved yourself. Really. Oh, shit. Mentally ill, ain't they? So they feel shameful about that. They was envious and jealous of you. Yeah. Yeah, what I say? Judgment. They judged themselves harshly, judged you harshly, blamed you, pointed the finger. You couldn't cure it, so they blamed you. You didn't make it do it. You didn't do it to them, so they still blamed you. You wouldn't submit to it, so they still blamed you anyway. Somebody blamed them for getting them pregnant on trapping them with a baby. Fear of intimacy, feeling like they couldn't love you. All they wanted was this toxic lifestyle of drinking and drugs. Fear of being vulnerable, feeling like they would feel weak to being in love. Stand worth, self-worth. They didn't know their worth, and they still don't. Time to heal, but they didn't know when, want to, feeling not good enough to heal. Like they felt like being whatever they were was better than healing. Self-pity. They wanted them. I told you they had an empathetic feeling for themselves more than they have it for others. On the fear of rejection, they didn't want you to feel like inner child wound because of what abandonment happened with mommy. They're my mother figure, maternal mother, codependent on third-party energy. Victimhood. Under jealousy, unprocessed past trauma. Some first bitch that got in his life hurt his heart. Now he hate every other bitch that come behind him. Mama, baby mama, whoever it is. Alright, you guys. I'm going to catch you guys a little later. I thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions or would like to get your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description. Under my email as well. Cash App is also available. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it helps the algorithm. It helps us to grow. Thank you for joining. Namaste. And now I must go. Bye, guys.